Right, we're here with Keino Senior.
Yes.
And welcome.
Thank you.
Could you please tell me about your research?
Well, my research focuses on reproductive health and rights and masculinities. It was driven out of a need where I recognized that not much literature or research studies have been done around specifically men and their reproductive health and rights. And since the Caro 1994 agenda, which indicates that both men and women should have a right to and reproductive health and rights. However, the findings and research studies and the interest of researchers are lacking as it relates to men. And so I felt there was a need to engage in this type of research.
What specifically about reproductive rights for men?
I'm specifically dealing with men whose partners have had an abortion.
Oh.
And so it's quite interesting that there is quite limited literature on abortion on a whole, and even more so limited literature and research studies as it relates to men whose partners have had an abortion. And what I want to get from this is I want men to share their experiences with me in the sense of what were their roles, what were their attitudes towards their partner's abortion, and in the same breath, try to see if that challenged the traditional forms of masculinities.
Oh. And what are you most passionate about?
I'm most passionate about the development of the discipline of gender and development, with a specific interest in looking at masculinities on a whole.
So what brought you to this conference?
I have always been affiliated with the Gender and Development Studies unit. I had served as part-time lecturer with the MONA unit, and I'm now continuing to do research with through my PhD work at the regional coordinating unit. So I've always been attached to them.
All right. And what have you enjoyed most about this conference?
There are several aspects. I think it's a very good initiative to actually have a conference that focuses on gender and development. So many times you go to conferences and I search for just one session on gender and development, and to have a conference that everything is based on gender and development, it can only be so good.
Okay, great.
I enjoyed myself here.
Thank you.